Hi, James. All right, let's jump over here. Take a look. This is looking great. Boy, you're just doing a really nice job here. A couple of things we want to look at in the design of the letter forms themselves. I think it's really good. There's a couple of areas I'm a little bit concerned about. And I think that right now, if you take a look at this, and let's zoom out so we can do this. Take a look at this. Now, a really good idea for looking for consistency is to actually look at this, and you can do things like spin it around, print it out, look at it at a distance, look at it up close, turn it upside down. Right now, I want to do something here. I'm going to rotate this page display right now, and I just want you to see what happens. Let's go clockwise. Let's do that again. Okay, now we're upside down, right? Right now I'm seeing that that's not as bad as I thought it was initially. So let's go ahead and rotate that view again. Okay, there's one area, I know, let's rotate it one final move. One area that kind of bothers me a little bit, and it's the thickness of this stroke right here in the D. I think it's a little thicker than some of the other strokes. Right now that D looks like it's got more visual weight. It's heavier than the other letters. So I think that D needs to be adjusted, that stroke size right there specifically. Let's thin that out a little bit. Really try to get it more closely aligned to that right there, even right through there, that curved area. Look at this curved area of the R right there. Really try to adjust that so it doesn't look too heavy. The other letter forms look fantastic. Now, one of the things that I want you to think about is this. You've got some of these areas labeled where you've actually, hang on one second. Sorry about that. Where you've actually got these different, sorry, my Acrobat's acting really strange. Okay, hold on one second. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. So, as I was saying, it looks like you've identified some areas that you're using and how you are using these areas out of creating the same shapes to use over and over. And we talked about this a little bit when you emailed me for those tips on the slanted diagonal portions of the letter forms. So I think you're approaching this very smart. One thing I would like to see is just a couple more labels. You don't have to resubmit here in the task area, but for your final submission, just pick a couple more areas and decipher where they can be duplicated for other letter forms. So, for example, you've got this bold for the cap R, right? Well, I can see a P here, I can see a B here. Duplicating that right there, removing that leg, that waist of the R, it turns into a P, right? Conversely, closing that bowl, a bowl right there turns it into a B, right? So try to decipher some of these different areas that can be duplicated to create new letter forms. And you've got 3 identified. I'd say go for at least 3 or 4 more. And that's really, I'm not just trying to make work for you. This is really going to help you when it comes to duplicating letter forms and creating an entire alphabet, is looking at what you have here and determining what you can use to create different letter forms. Okay. My only other comment is that right now you've got this kind of curve right here that comes down straight, but the D is curved all the way through. I mean, do you think it might help to preserve that kind of consistency where the D would come down, curve like that, like in the R, then come to a straight and then a curve at the bottom instead of curving all the way along? Something for you to think about. Try it. Let me know what you think. All right, fantastic job. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. Thank you.